Hey guys, so this is me showing my Excalibur Umbra build. I'll start off with the Archon shards. Both of these are extra critical damage when your energy is over 500, both the yellows. That one is effectiveness, that yellow one is effectiveness on energy orbs. There will be another yellow for casting speed and one red for just base ability strength. Now, both of the Exalted Blade builds don't need another Excalibur Umbra build. You can just use this build for both Exalteds. So this is the build you're going to want. I don't have my Umbral mods maxed out yet. That will be happening soon. And then the classic for the Arcanes. Stats, pretty decent. Not too bad. Almost a whole 300% strength, which is really good. And then I have two builds. I have an electricity build and a heat build. Electricity build. It's pretty good. And then you have your influence. Now the thing is, for all the mods, they only add up. They only do radiation and magnetic. But because for one of his augment mods, whatever your emissive is, you can have a separate electricity proc. That is what makes melee influence happen for his exalted blades. So electricity is its own separate proc, which is really freaking cool. And then the heat build, it's just radiation. Again, the heat is a separate proc. This is the whole build. And then for the Arcane, it's melee Afflictions. Unfortunately, mine's not maxed out right now. But I'll show you my electricity build. Oh, and for his abilities, you can Helmeth over his first. That was just what I did because I like the radial blindness for the extra like damage sort of vulnerability thing. And his other augment mod, which adds a percentage, like a really large percentage based on how many enemies are around when you cast it, is really good. And obviously his fourth is his Exalted Blade. You're not going to want to get rid of that. The classics, Scaldra Dedicant Eximus. Level 200 Steel Path. Cast the fourth. The third. As you can see, you get a percentage of something very high. I know I worded that very wrong. Cast the radial blindness. Roar. Heavy attack once. Melee influence and freaking proc that time. But it did that time. So, very good build for the electricity. Now I will do my heat. I need to change my design configuration, design the build. I wish my game would load faster. Alright. Spawn them back in. Now the whole idea for this one is because when you use melee Afflictions and you make the enemies go in the air with a heavy attack, the whole idea for this was because there's a separate thing when the enemies are ragdolled, which is what happens when they get flicked in the air. The heat damage acts like each of the enemy's limbs acts as a different hitbox, which makes them take even more damage. So that was the whole idea for this build. So cast the radial javelin, or not that. Fourth. This, roar. Yeah. It's not as effective in my opinion, but still, if you really like to mess around with heat procs, very good. As you can see, they didn't even need to get flicked in the air for them to die quick, so that's amazing. Hope you liked this. Excalibur Umbra has slowly become one of my favorite warframes in this game. Highly recommend messing around with his kit. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Give me some other warframes that you think I should try out. And whenever I find another frame to show you my mods, I definitely will.